Welcome to another requested work solution, and here we're looking at question 19 from the IGCSE Maths Extended May 2004 Time Zone 1 paper. Okay, and we have been asked to calculate the area of the shaded region. So we're trying to calculate this area here. So what we need to do is we need to find the area of the whole region, and then we need to take away the area of our triangle here and our sector. So the area of our shaded region is going to be equal to the area of the triangle, okay, minus the areas of our triangle and the area of our sector. All right, so to find the area of our triangle here, we're going to need to find what this side is here. Because if we have two sides and the angle in between, we're able to use the sine area, okay, the sine formula for area, which will make that nice and simple. So if I've got my triangle here, and I want to find this unknown here, I've got an angle and I've got a side. Okay, and in relation to this angle, this will be the hypotenuse, this will be the adjacent side, and this will be the opposite side. So in relation to this, I've got the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So what trig ratio am I going to use to solve for the adjacent if I have the adjacent and the hypotenuse? Well, I'm going to write down my trig, my reminder. So SOHCAHTOA. All right, SOHCAHTOA. So let's leave it in this colour here. So SOHCAHTOA. So which one uses the hypotenuse and the adjacent? We're going to be looking at the cosine. So the cosine, according to this, of an angle is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. All right, so let's substitute in the information that we have. So the cosine of our angle, and we happen to have 60 degrees there, 60 degrees, should be equal to the adjacent side, which is the unknown, the one that we're looking for, over the hypotenuse, which happens to be 8 centimetres. So if I rearrange my formula, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the x out of this fraction. So I'm going to multiply this side by 8. Whatever I do on one side, I must do the other. So this will rearrange to x is equal to, is equal to the cosine of 60 multiplied by 8. Okay, so, and if we work that out, that ends up being x is equal to, do that on your calculator, cosine of 60 is a half times 8 is going to be 4. So that's 4 centimetres. All right, so we know that this side here is 4 centimetres. So now we can actually apply our sine area rule. So the sine area rule states that, so the area of a triangle, and I'm just going to do the shape of our triangle that we have here, is equal to half AB sine C. Okay? So what that means is we need the angle in between two sides for this rule to work. So I know I've got the two sides here, so my area is going to be equal to half multiplied by 4, one side here, multiplied by 8, which is the other side there, multiplied by the sine of the angle in between, which happens to be 60. Okay, now if we work that out on our calculators, we'll figure out that that's actually equal to 16, so half of 4 is 2, 2 8s are 16, that'll be 16 sine 60, and 16 multiplied by the sine of 60 will give us 8 roots of 3. All right, so we have one of our areas here. We have the area of our triangle, so now we need the area of our sector. So let's go for a different flavour here for the area of our sector. So the area of our sector is just going to be equal to, all right, so we know that the area of the whole circle is 360 degrees, but we don't have the whole circle, we've just got a sector of that circle. We've got 30 degrees of that 360 degrees. So we've got 30 over 360 of the circle, and we're going to multiply that by the area. So the area of the circle is pi r squared, so times pi times, okay, this is our radius here, times 8 squared. Okay, so if we simplify that area, 30 over 60, that's going to be 1 over 12 multiplied by pi multiplied by 8 times 8 is 64. And if we simplify that out, and you can do that on your calculator again, we'll end up with 16 pi over 3. All right, so that's our other area there. So let's go for a completely different flavour for the answer. We'll go for black flavour here. So our total shaded area is going to be equal to, again, the area of the rectangle. So the area of the rectangle is just going to be length times width. So length times width, so 8 times 4 will give us the area of the whole rectangle. So 8 times 4 is 32, so 32 centimetres squared, minus the areas of our triangle here, so that's going to be 8 roots of 3, and the area of our sector, which is 16 pi over 3. Okay, now if we do that out on our calculator, we'll end up with, now we're only going to go to 3 significant figures here. So if we go to 3 significant figures, that should be approximate to 1.39 centimetres squared. And that, my friends, is the final answer. So if you'd like some more clarification for this question, or you would like another question to be answered, please just comment below and I will get back to you ASAP. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.